Hello everybody, it's Emily from Emily Loves London, and today I am doing a November book releases. I know this is rather late, but I still like to do them because it's still important to tell all you lovely people what is being released in November. So let's get down to it. First we have on the list a very special and beautiful book, which is called The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night. I know, it's a tongue twister. It's by Campbell, who, those of you who don't know, is a non-fiction writer, but she's also a fantastic YouTuber who I one day aspire to be like with my YouTube channel. This came out on the 2nd of November and it's got a 4.19 out of 5 on Goodreads. It's published by Two Roads. It's 212 pages. It's short stories, fantasy, fairy tales, and this is basically a collection of a magical collection of short stories that will just make you cry, laugh, and in a way sort of help and get a better understanding of certain disabilities, and which she talks about a lot in the book. So yes, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to read it. I think I'm going to get to it in December because it feels like one of those kind of cozy reads that you want to curl up on the sofa with. So yeah, I think that's going to be on my Christmas reading. Next I have something I'm very excited for. Although I was kind of thinking this was going to be a full-on book, but it's not at all. This is Almost Midnight and it's by Rainbow Rowell, and for those of you who don't know who Rainbow Rowell is, she's a fantastic YA author. She mainly goes into the contemporary section, but she's done some one fantasy herself, and this book came out on the 2nd of November. It's got a 4.29 out of 5 rating on Goodreads. It's published by Macmillan. It's only 144 pages long. It's basically short stories, YA, contemporary, and these short stories are of two people who meet over a New Year's Eve party. And it just sounds really cute and adorable, and again, this is another curl up on the sofa Christmas read, which I'm looking forward to. Next I have something I am very excited about, and I think I'm going to get to in about January if I pick it up. This is Mythos by Stephen Fry, and it came out on the 2nd of November, and it's got a 4.65 rating on Goodreads. It's published by Michael Joseph. It's 432 pages long. It's a killer. The genre for this book is mythology, history, and non-fiction, and basically this is his take on the amazing Greek myths that we have, which sounds so cool. I'm like, why would I not want to read this? This sounds awesome. I mean, I love Greek myths. Stephen Fry is really cool. So I don't know what's stopping me. I'm just putting it off till January because I feel like it's a January read. I don't know why. Next I have on my list is something called Bad Dad, and it's by the fantastic David Walliams. This came out on the 2nd. It's got a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads. It's published by HarperCollins. It's 421 pages long. Oh, it's a longie for David. That's quite long for a children's book. The genres are children's humour, and basically it's a heartwarming story of a father and son adventure. And yeah, it looks like a fun read. I might get to it next year. I'm really bad with David Walliams books. I'm so behind. Next on my list I have something called Undercover Princess, and this is by Connie Glynn. This came out on the 2nd of November as well. Lots of things came out on the 2nd. This has a 3.58 rating on Goodreads. It's published by Penguin and it's 288 pages long. It's a YA fantasy and basically a story of Lottie and Ellie in a world of princesses that they don't want to be in, really. And I actually have a proof like up here behind me. So I'm getting to that soon, very soon. I'm hoping next month. Fingers crossed. Next on my list, I have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the illustrated edition, and this is by J.K. Rowling, obviously. And it's illustrated by Olivia. Oh, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. Lomenech Gill. I hope I pronounced it right. I'm really sorry if I didn't. This came out on the 7th. It's published by Bloomsbury. It's 160 pages long. It's a YA fantasy. It's Harry Potter. Well, in the Harry Potter world. And basically just this is the illustrated edition of Fantastic Beasts. So you've got now all these amazing magical creations sort of come to life in this beautiful book. So I can't wait to grab it off the shelves and give it a good read. Although I have to say, I couldn't find this on Goodreads, so I don't know what happened there, but I am urging Goodreads to get on that. I don't know why it's not there, but anyway. Next on my list I have the Mortal Instruments Volume 1, and this is obviously by Cassandra Clare, but also the illustrations are done by, how funny is this, Cassandra Jean. I bet she chose her on purpose. This came out on the 7th. It's got a 4.29 rating on Goodreads. It's done by Yen Press. It's 192 pages long, and this is the first volume in the series. It's a graphic novel of the Mortal Instruments, so it's like YA fantasy comic. And I'm really looking forward to it because, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of people I've talked to, I found it quite difficult to get into the first Mortal Instruments in the series, so hopefully the graphic novel will push me along a bit more, because I tend to go in that direction more. I'm trying to persevere with the book, but I don't know why, I'm just hitting a roadblock every time I pick up that book, so I will have to push on. But hopefully the graphic novel will help, you never know. Next on my list I have Strange Weather by Joe Hill, which I'm so excited for, and this came out on the 7th of November. It's got a 4.06 Goodreads rating, and it's published by William Morrow. It's 432 pages. Another killer. I like big books, I have to say. I go for the big books, but then it takes me ages to read them. I don't know, I think I'm doing something wrong here. This is in the genre of short story, horror, fantasy, and it's basically a collection of 4 terrifying stories that just can't wait to read. I was hoping to get to it this month, and then I was just like, well, it's a bit ambitious. You never know. I might get to it. Next, I have something called Places in the Dark, and this is by Brookmyre. It came out on the 9th. It's got a 3.89 rating on Goodreads. It's published by Orbit. It's 416 pages long, again with the long ones. It's basically a sci-fi crime and mystery, and it's a murder mystery where the body is found in the microgravity, and basically can Nikki solve the crime? I mean, microgravity, just that word alone sells me. I mean, like, space, crime. For me, that's just like the perfect combination. Like, I cannot wait to start reading this. Lastly but not least, we have Artemis by Weir, and this is out on the 14th of November. It's got a 3.79 rating on Goodreads. It's published by Del Rey, and it's 384 pages long. It's obviously in the genre of sci-fi, space, thriller, mystery, and basically Jazz lives on Artemis, where life is harsh, and he turns to contraband smuggling just to get by. Oh my god, my hair's just not doing anything today. I don't know what's wrong with it. I apologise. But this time, Jazz has gone a bit too far with the smuggling, and she goes down. Stuff goes down. And yeah, I can't wait to read it. Also because I really loved The Martian. The Martian was really good. I really liked that. And the movie was really good as well. So that is everything I am excited for that is coming out in November in terms of book releases. Let me know down below what you are excited for in November in terms of book releases. If I've missed anything out, or I have to say there's not much YA on here because, okay, it's really difficult to find the YA because publication dates in the UK are very confusing because Goodreads does not have an official UK release dates page, neither does really anyone else, and if you look, they're all American release dates, and obviously they're quite different from ours, so it's a difficult process, but I will get there in the end. But yeah, if I've missed any, let me know down in the comments. And let me know if you like this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are new to my channel, you can click the subscribe button below to see more of me talk about films, books, comics, and TV shows. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye!